Hi, Karen Curry here. Some of you may not know this about me, but about 11 years ago, I was bankrupt. I was over $80,000 in debt. I was a full time single mom with four small kids, and I was literally facing homelessness. So, my journey to into human design and as a human design specialist has certainly been a journey that's been fraught with a lot of adventure, a lot of learning, certain places along the way where I got off the path, where I had to fight mighty hard to get back on the path. For a lot of years, I taught a class called Prosperity Bootcamp, and that was one of the ways that I used my experiences to try to give back to people who I knew were struggling under similar circumstances. And that certainly was a real passion of mine. And certainly, doing human design is a passion of mine because I feel that the information that people get from a human design reading and from human design helps them really get back on their path so that they're not struggling and not fighting mightily with circumstances that are frightening and scary and disheartening. And certainly, as I said, I know I know that experience quite intimately and quite well. I am a contributing author in this new book called No Mistakes. This is a collection of over 30 stories from inspiring writers who share some of their life experiences and some of their challenges. Certainly, I think for me personally, a long time ago when I used to do a radio show called Prosperity, this Prosperity Revolution radio show, I had Joe Vitale on as a guest, and I asked him one day, "What do you say to people when they're really struggling and they're lost and they feel like nothing they're trying is working?" And he said, and at the time I thought, okay, this is kind of trite, but he said, "Tell them that this too shall pass." And what I found out was that actually it really does pass, but it's hard when you're in the middle of struggle or in the middle of challenge to figure out, okay, how is this gonna pass? Is this gonna pass? It does pass, and of course the how is ultimately always revealed to us when we let go and stop struggling, which is to me the story of what human design teaches us. But I also found that one of the things that certainly helped me, and one of the intentions that I had in sharing my story in this book, No Mistakes, is that you need proof sometimes from other people that yeah, things do get better, miracles do happen. The worst of the worst is oftentimes the beautiful catalytic fire that brings on the best of the best. So if you're struggling, or if you're looking for an inspirational story, or if you want just a sign of hope, if you want to hear how other people have taken their own challenges and turned them into something beautiful, I encourage you to buy this book. And I have another incentive for you. But first, before we do that, I just want to show you something really quickly and why, again, this topic is so important and so special to me. This is, of course, a human design chart. I'll try to get it so the light doesn't shine on it too funny. If you look in the center of this human design chart, you will see right here a yellow diamond. This yellow diamond is called the G center, or the identity center. It's kind of surrounded by a lot of different gates. It is the seat of the soul in the chart, and it's the center for love and direction. What we see in the human design chart, if we look at this as an archetype for what it means to be human, what we see in this chart is that when we fall in love with ourselves, we learned to come together in community and create communities where there is equal voice and equal power to everyone in the community. When we love ourselves, we are given an opportunity to share our unique creative contribution with the world. When we love ourselves, we're designed to let go of the past and to use the lessons from the past as our power and our leverage for what we create in the future. We're not designed to suffer and be stuck in the past. When we love ourselves, we live a life that is rooted deeply in the love of spirit. When we love ourselves, we're designed to be physically healthy and well and vibrant. When we love ourselves, we're designed to have all the resources that we need to take care of our life purpose and our life mission. We're not designed to be struggling for money to make our purpose come true. When we love ourselves, we are designed to love humanity and to make a contribution to humanity. If you don't love yourself, and truly for most of us, this is a lifelong journey. Every single person that I do a reading for is learning this journey of self-love. But when we don't love ourselves, this G center, that yellow diamond, which is the center for direction, it is through that G center that when we don't love ourselves, life takes us in directions that gives us the opportunity to learn how to love ourselves, which basically means that sometimes if you don't love yourself, you get the opportunity to discover self-love, oftentimes from, being in the face first position on the concrete, wondering, "Oh, how the heck did I get here?" But you do ultimately have a great opportunity over and over again in life to learn how to love yourself, which is why I love the title of this book, No Mistakes, because what we see in the Human Design Chart is that it's in our makeup to have a journey that sometimes involves opportunities for us to discover that self-love from a little bit of challenge so that we can deepen it and become more aware of it and live it more fully and discover the value of who we are and the beauty of who we are and the magnificence of who we are. And then when we live in that place all the time, we start to see this beautiful direction that life takes us in. So I encourage you to read this book. I invite you to do it. I've put a link down below to the book on Amazon. But here's the really cool part. If you come back to this email, there's another link on this email. If you buy the book on Amazon and come back to this email, enter your receipt number on the link below, you'll automatically also be enrolled in a beautiful and powerful free teleclass coming up that is being taught by Madison Taylor, Sunny Dawn Johnson, and Heather Ash Amara. So if you come back, you'll get an opportunity to meet these great writers, these really inspirational teachers. If you haven't had the opportunity to watch any of them teach, they're really powerful, amazing ladies. And it's all free, and it's your bonus award for giving yourself the gift of discovering that there are no mistakes, and hopefully that you will discover in your life that every step of your journey has been beautifully crafted and sculpted by your higher self, by your soul, and that you have not ever experienced a mistake. You're here to learn and here to discover the truth and the magnificence of how amazing and beautiful you truly are.